Hello, hello, hello to you all, lovely real entrepreneurs, and happy Friday. How are we doing? Greetings from hot Dubai. Let me know where in the world you are joining from. Hello, give me a thumbs up, give me a wave. How are you all doing? Happy Friday, happy July, second half of the year. How exciting is that? Hey. So how are we all doing? Do let me know. A few people coming in now. Let's just get ourselves all set. How are we feeling this week? I hope it's been a good week. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for joining. Do say hello and let me know where you are and how you are. How are things where you are? Has the summer arrived yet? I've been sending lots of sunshine out we've got plenty here. So yeah, do let me know how things are where you are. What have you been working on this week? Has it been a good one? Do let me know. Thank you to all of you that have been referring friends or colleagues to me, whether it's for one-to-one coaching or work with their teams, or indeed to be interviewed for my book. I really do appreciate all of the recommendations and introductions, so please keep them coming. Lots of new joiners to this community. Welcome to you. Welcome to each and every one of you. I'm really passionate about serving business owners from all around the world of all shapes and sizes and giving you lots of great value, not just in these weekly lives from wherever I happen to be in the world. Today it's Dubai, but also in our Ask Me Anything slots, 3 p.m. UK time every Monday. So do join us for those. I really want you to know that you are not alone. It can be a long, hard slog building a business, and I want you to feel supported along the way. So please feel free to post your questions or challenges into this group. Let us know where you're stuck or what questions you have. So, how have you been doing? How's this week been? I do hope that you and your business are thriving. And you know what? If you're not, then of course that's okay. Do let me know what support you need. You are not alone. So enough of that chit chat and preamble. Shall we get going? Welcome to my weekly live at 12 noon UK time every Friday, where we talk about how you can simplify, grow and enjoy your business. Whether you're just starting out or you're several years in, I want to support you. I'm here to support you on your journey, whether you want to build a nice lifestyle business or you're chasing world domination. You're here in the right place and I'm here to support you. So last week we were looking at getting people to do what you want. I shared my 3 tips with you, shared my thoughts also about where your authority comes from, and we also discussed accountability. So if you didn't get a chance to join me live last week, you can find a recording in this group. All of my lives are organized into guides, Facebook community guides. We have Simplify, we have Grow, and we have Enjoy Your Business. So check out the guides in this group, and hopefully you can find the support that you're looking for. If not, then let me know what would be helpful for me to cover in a future live for you. As you know, I tend to take my cues from all of you in terms of what would be helpful for me to cover during these lives. So do continue to let me know where you're stuck, what questions you have, what challenges you're facing. Today's live has been inspired by a couple of coaching sessions I've had in the last 3 weeks, plus a new client that I've started working with. Today we are talking about finding the right people. And as we discussed last week, one of the challenges with running your own business is working with other people, right? Whether you choose to hire employees or whether you prefer to work with contractors, finding the right people for your business and those people that you kind of gel with can be a real challenge. Maybe you're looking for some support or people to do the things that you don't want to be focusing on. Or maybe it's more about finding people who are like you that can share the load and take some of the load off of your shoulders in terms of the things that you are currently focused on. There are always different options, and many people are always looking for roles, and particularly at the moment, lots of people out there looking for opportunities. So how do you know who to hire, what to pay, and how to build a team? As always, today's live is practical and it's simple and it's designed to give you some things to think about, but also some actions that you can take today. Sound good? So let's get started, shall we? First of all, let's talk about how do you find good people. So I had a conversation with somebody in this community recently whose business is absolutely flying. She's about to make a huge breakthrough in China, but she's struggling a bit to focus on what needs to be done. She's feeling very alone in her business, and we talked about how to find another person, somebody that she can bounce ideas off, somebody to share the load with her. She does have other people in her business, but she needs somebody else. She's looking for somebody else. The key thing is that she has a bit of a vague sense that she needs somebody else, but she isn't really clear about who or what kind of person. She's asking herself, what kind of person do I need? How do I find them? How do I pay them? And it's not really going anywhere. And so I want you to imagine being in that situation, or maybe you are in that situation, or maybe you can relate that to the conundrum that you are currently facing. And the first step in solving any problem at all, is to get clear. So in this case, what kind of person are you really looking for? What characteristics do they have? I don't really mean skill set or specific knowledge. I mean, what kind of person, what kind of energy? Are you looking for a wise, more seasoned individual, a steady and safe pair of hands? Or are you looking for somebody with drive and with energy who'll bring new ideas to the table? What do you want them to do? Do you want them to take load off of your shoulders so that you can share what you do? Are you looking for somebody else that can do what you do effectively? Or do you want them to take away all the things that you'd really rather not be doing? Because that's two very different things, right? So make a list of all the things you do that you don't want to be doing, or where an extra pair of hands would be useful. Think carefully about whether you're looking for someone that's more like you, who will be good at similar things to you, but will also struggle where you do, or somebody very different who will love all the things that you hate. Once you've got really clear about who that person is and what they can do for you, then it's time to go out there and find them. And so the lady that I was speaking to, that I was telling you about, she kind of joked when I said that. What then, you just wave a magic wand, do you, Lisa? And my reply was, no, you do. I know that you might be skeptical about this, and that's okay, because the brilliant thing is that it works even if you don't believe in it. All you need to do is try. Pick anything at all that you're trying to achieve, anything that you want that is not happening for you. Take a look at it and ask yourself honestly, is it really clear? Is it really clear? Could I write it down on one single piece of paper? Could I really clearly articulate it? Go on, do it, I dare you. Write it down and then talk to people about it. Have it in your consciousness. Tell people what you're looking for or what you're going for. Focus on how to get what you want, but only when you're clear on what. And then watch what happens. One interesting point about finding the right people. I talk a lot about finding people who complement you in terms of skills, right? And that is a very, very important thing to think about as a busy business owner. Ideally, you're looking for someone who's wired differently than you, right? Someone that is good at and enjoys all the things that you don't. But here's the thing, you're also looking for someone who shares the same values as you. I was reminded of this recently during a series of second round interviews that I have been conducting with my husband for a new fintech business that we're going to be launching together. He is the driving force behind this new business, and it's built on a series of experiences that he had throughout his life, spanning right back to his childhood. These experiences mean that he feels very passionately about the mission of our new business. He is determined to offer our clients a much better deal than his parents ever got. He's looking to shake up the industry and do things in a different way. It feels very, very personal for him, for us both actually, and that's where values come in. So through the interview process, we've met some really, really excellent candidates with great skills and great experiences. But we've come to realise that unless we find someone who shares our deeply seated and held belief and value of treating customers fairly, we won't be able to hire them. It's as simple as that. It was an important reminder for me of what I always tell my clients: different skills and energy, but same values. If you hire somebody with different values than you, ultimately it's not going to work out between you. Yes, they'll do a good job probably, but you won't be aligned, and ultimately you will end up parting ways. You will end up letting them go. This experience also reminded me of something that Daniel Priestley told us during one of his courses that I attended. When you find what really drives you in life, when you find that thing that you feel you were really born to do, you'll be able to trace the thread of it back through your whole life, maybe back even into your childhood. You'll be able to see the experiences, the conversations, the people who shaped who you are today. And you'll also be able to understand why you feel compelled to do this particular thing or start this particular business. When I discovered coaching, I realised that I've actually been a coach my whole life. I understood that my greatest gift has always been clarity. I have a deep-seated need for things to be really clear: expectations, boundaries, roles and responsibilities. And this enables me to help others see like what's really there, kind of cut through. Now, I'm not saying that everybody you hire must be as passionate about your business as you are, but you must ensure that you have values that are aligned. And that means that you need to understand who they are and what makes them tick. So don't just ask about skills and competencies when you're interviewing people. Ask some questions about what makes them get out of bed in the morning, why they're attracted to your role, and what's important to them in their life and in a job. I often get asked what to pay people, and often it can work best to start with somebody on a part-time, hourly or daily rate. If you're looking for somebody to join your business full-time, then you've always got the option of giving them equity instead or as well as cash, of course. In those interviews that I was telling you about, we asked the candidates to prepare a short presentation, just 10 minutes, in which they told us how they thought their role should look. We also asked them what kind of contractual status they wanted to have, so whether they saw themselves as an employee, as a contractor, as a business partner, and also how they wanted their compensation to be structured, salary, bonus, day rate, equity. It was really, really eye-opening, and I would definitely advise you to do the same. Rather than having to come up with all the answers yourself, how about asking the other person what's going to work for them through the interview process? How about you ask them to present to you about how they see their role and about how they want to be compensated? You might be surprised. And you also get a real sense of how they see things without you kind of making assumptions and deciding that you know who you've got sitting across from you or on the Zoom call. So what do you think? What's resonating most with you? What questions do you have about hiring people or finding the right people? Do let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for joining us today. What is your next step in life and in business? What do you need to make you feel more confident? Do book in a clarity call with me and let's get you moving past whatever is blocking your progress and on to that next challenge. As I always say, there's always a next challenge. Before I close up for today, I do want to give you some next steps, as I do every week, some concrete things that I suggest you do as a result of today's live. Firstly, if your business is not really moving how you want it to or as fast as you want it to, you're probably missing a person, and you might not realize that you are until you actually look at it in that way. Like, who am I missing from the team? Are you looking for another one of you, or someone who will complement you and do all those things that you'd rather not be focusing on? Next, write down the qualities and the characteristics of your ideal person without worrying too much about how you're going to find them. Get really specific and ignore that voice in your head that's telling you that you're being unrealistic. You know the one I mean, right? Just write down your ideal candidate, everything you can think about. And thirdly, you know what's coming, take some action. Now you know who you're looking for, let's get out there and find them. Get talking to your network. Who do you know who might know such a person? Where will they be and what will they be doing? How could you find them? Please do let me know how you get on with this, and do let me know if you need any support or if you want to talk anything through with me. I'm going to close up today's live with 2 quotes about people. Firstly, from the American firefighter Red Adair. If you think it's expensive to hire a professional to do the job, just wait until you hire an amateur. And secondly is from the American motivational speaker Simon Sinek. If you hire people just because they can do the job, then they'll work for your money. But if you hire people who believe what you believe, they'll work with you with blood and sweat and tears. So what do you believe in? That's my question for you. And who do you need in your business to help make it a reality? Let's get you in the driving seat and building intentionally towards what you want. Decide what's really important to you and to your business and stick to it consistently. Building a business is tough and it can be a really long, hard road. Make sure that you are building something that's really meaningful to you, that will sustain you through those tough times. Be really intentional. Say no to those things that don't serve you and the goal that you're trying to achieve. And as I pass back over to you, as I do every week, that's really what I want you to take from today. What is the outcome that you seek? What's the result? What's the goal? Put your energy into getting really clear about that. But allow yourself to do things your own way. It's better that way. Yes, of course, by all means, learn from me, learn from others, but you've got to bring all that learning inside of yourself, and then you've got to bring it out in a way that is congruent with you, something that works for you. If you want to build a huge multinational conglomerate, if you want to take over the world, then go for it, fantastic. But do you know what? If you just want to do your thing, then that's okay too. Focus on listening to yourself and asking yourself what you need so that you can spend more time in your flow. Ask yourself, what would a business that really works for me look like? Let me know your thoughts and your questions on this or any other topic relating to how to simplify, grow and enjoy your business. What area of business would you like me to speak about next? Also, who do you know that could benefit from joining this community or having a conversation with me? If you haven't already claimed your free copy of my first book, The Real Entrepreneur, do go to therealentrepreneur.book.com. And if you prefer an Audible or Kindle version, you can find those on Amazon. Check out the energy section of my book on more on finding the right people. Get the foundations right and then you can absolutely build from there. I do really hope that you have a lovely weekend. Whatever you're doing and whoever you're doing it with, I wish you a really happy and peaceful time. And as always, if you want to talk, you know where I am. Please remember to be where you are in the journey. You don't need to know it all and you definitely don't have to do it all. Take care, stay safe, and do keep in touch. Bye for now.